I got COVID in the middle of making this so it sounds funky. Since the dawn of our species, mankind has been driven to go out and explore new horizons, to take chances on the unknown, to map the world we live in, and eventually, one day, to run among the stars. Everywhere we are found, it's because our ancestors took that leap of faith.
Unfortunately for you and me, that kind of leaves us in a middle ground. You see, on one hand, most of the world has already been explored, and most of that exploring was terrible and led to human misery and suffering. But then on the other hand, we'll all probably be dead by the time we ever truly hit a space age anyway. You know, if humanity itself lives long enough to even make it that far. So, where does that leave you and me? Well, it leaves us with the next best thing. Video games! Specifically, a type of video game that asks us to look in every nook, cranny, and crevice in order to find whatever the hell the game is telling us to search for. 3D collectathons.
Oh, banana.
Donkey Kong 64 and games like it were a particular favourite of mine growing up, and I still think that they're pretty good today. But I know what you're thinking. Cade, these are old games. I don't want to play old things. Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because you don't have to. Thanks to the wonders of crowdfunding and a team of former Rare devs that grouped together and formed Playtonic Games, 3D collectathons are back. They're in HD, and they're bigger than ever.
So throw out your old technology, lock those ancient memories and nostalgia away, and get ready to embark on a new adventure with a musically dubbed duo collecting everything they can get their grubby little claws on. It's Yooka-Laylee time. Right off the bat, the first characters we see are the villainous Capital B, who I'm sure represents no one particular person or entity or concept in general, and his trusty sidekick, Dr. Quack, doomed to live in perpetual agony as a head in a gumball machine? Yeah, alright. Using an invention, the pair plan to steal all the books in the world in order to monopolize the market. Or maybe Capital B is just really into dinosaur erotica. I don't judge. This brings us to our heroes, Yooka and Laylee, lounging around like the no-good freeloaders they are. After Dr. Quack's big suck steals Laylee's book, they go off to get it back. This game is a 3D platformer. You point the stick where you want to go, you run, you can jump, you can cower in fear, and my favourite thing to do so far is you can lick things. Stand aside, Yoshi, there's a new green tongue machine for today's gamers to love. After not that long, we come across another new character, Trouser the Snake, successful businessman and move vendor for our adventure. Wait, his name is Trouser. And he's a snake. He's a trouser snake. Thinly veiled sexual innuendo, essential to every childhood experience. After a short trek that teaches you some basic mechanics, we get to Ivory Towers, the main hub world in the game, not dissimilar from Grunty's lair in Banjo-Kazooie. Which brings up another point. Guys, seriously, stop living like a stone's throw away from the massive evil lairs. I don't want to victim blame, but maybe if you didn't settle down within sight of the very obviously not good place, you'd stop losing your books and sisters or whatever. Inside of Ivory Towers, there are 5 other worlds you can access, called Grand Tomes. You can access these worlds by collecting pages. Golden pages with googly eyes that have been torn from Yuka's book. It's very reminiscent of the paintings from Super Mario 64. And I do love the idea of diving into a book. Oh my God! Along with unlocking the Grand Tomes, pages also allow you to expand the size of the worlds, giving you access to new challenges and areas. I actually really liked how this worked. It made the game feel like something new and not just a retread of what came before. Inside the worlds themselves, you'll find more pages to uncover, and quills, which are used to buy more moves from Trouser. The amount of moves you can do in this game is pretty expansive. You can glide, you can roll, you can lick, you can high jump, you can spit ice balls, you can lick fire, you can burn your enemies to death, you can lick batteries, you can perform stun attacks, you can lick, you can bomb monuments of the oppressors, and you can even fly. All of these things, just to collect more pages. You can also search for Ghost Riders, spectral beings that inhabit the Grand Tomes, haunting all who dare read their cursed words.
Baba Booey.
Along with the Ghost Riders, there are a few reoccurring challenges in each world. Kartos, the god of ore, yes, really, offers you a short minecart stage to collect gems to earn a pagey. I did not like them. You have to avoid enemies and barrels along the track, but the camera is pulled so far in that I can't see what's coming up because I'm too distracted from having Yooka's weird head taking up my entire screen. Each world also has a boss, and man, they suck. All of them are just damage sponges while also being hilariously simple. So you just end up doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again to take them out. The last boss in particular was so bad and so long that I nearly didn't even bother finishing the game. And it's not just the bosses that are a pain. Yooka-Laylee also demands a bit too much time for the variety it offers. Don't get me wrong, I love collecting crap, but to get access to the last boss you need 100 pages out of 145. And then there's the quills. 1,010 quills are spread throughout these levels, with not even half of them needed to buy all of the moves. It just makes going for that 100% completion feel like busy work. And I play video games to ignore that, thank you very much. Oh, and there's multiple quiz sections in the game. What, you guys didn't hear the screams of pain and anguish from the one at the end of Banjo-Kazooie? You disgust me. Not once to pass up an opportunity to poke fun at the fascination with the good old days. Each level also houses an arcade cabinet, manned by Rextro, a low-poly T-Rex. Honestly, I didn't really care much for the minigames themselves, but Rextro just has a really cool design. I wonder if he tastes like the dust you blow out of the old cartridges. Ew, don't like that one.
I have to say, I really did enjoy my time with the Yooka-Laylee. I mean, it's not going to topple any of the classics or anything, but in terms of a 3D platformer, especially collectathon, I think it did pretty well. Now, it didn't really make me feel like I was young again, but it did inspire me. In this vast collection of stuff I have behind me, surely there's something in there that will be able to rekindle that memory of what gaming used to be like. In fact, I think I might try that now. Oh, this is what it was like.
Hey guys, Avocado here. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Any comment, I do enjoy reading them. I hope to catch you next time.